everyone. Welcome back to GStack Sabbath School 5-minute summary. We are now at the lesson 8, Having Faith. Our memory text written in Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. Faith shows the reality of what we hope for. It is the evidence of things we cannot see. Someone once said that faith is like Wi-Fi. It's invisible, but it has the power to connect to you exactly where you need connection with God. Our lesson this week reminds us that without faith, a relationship with God is simply impossible. Faith is not just agreeing with a religious theory. It is evidence of things not seen. The question for us today is our faith like a blooming rose, filling the room with a fragrance, or is it wilting under the weight of our doubts? On Sunday and Monday, we explored the trip of science seeking. We often think, if I could just see the Red Sea part, or what a miracle with my own eyes, then I would truly believe. But look at Jesus' reaction to the Pharisees in Mark chapter 8, verse 12. He sighed deeply. He was grieved by their lack of faith. Why? Because the signs were already everywhere. With the Word of God and 6,000 years of history showing His leading, true faith doesn't need a spectacular show. It needs a spiritual renovation, a moment-by-moment walk with God, even when there are no visible miracles. So one of the most vital points this week is faith is not a feeling. This is where many of us struggle. We often feel like we lack faith because we don't feel close to God or because we are in mid of a storm. But remember, feelings are God-given gifts, but faith is our decision to trust. We are saved by grace through faith according to Ephesians chapter 2 verse 8. Just like a mustard seed, which is tiny but moves mountains, faith doesn't have to be big to be powerful. What matters is the object of our faith, which is Jesus Christ. When we feel empty or distant, that is exactly when we must exercise our faith, rather than waiting for our emotions to catch up. As we move towards the conclusion of the lesson, we look at Revelation chapter 14, verse 12. God's end-time people are described as those who are not only having faith in Jesus, but we have the faith of Jesus. What does that mean? It means we emulate the kind of trust Jesus had in His Father. Even in Gethsemane, when He was overwhelmed with sorrow, His faith declared, "Not my will, but yours be done." Having the faith of Jesus means letting Him abide in us. We cannot borrow faith from others. We must own it through a daily personal experience with Him. In closing, Hebrews chapter 11 verse 6 tells us, without faith, it is impossible to please Him. This week, let's stop focusing on our doubts and start focusing on God's faithfulness. Remember, even when we feel hopeless, Jesus holds us with a hand that will never let go. Let's use our spiritual Wi-Fi today to stay connected to the source of life. Thank you. May God bless you and see you at GStack.